Hi guys, so this is the question and answer portion of lesson 19. We are going to go over it. So as you can see, I already tried making the video once. It did okay. I'm going to try again. I'm going to find a better application to use this, but for now, please bear with the length and you can rewind and fast forward as you like, but you do need to go over the questions. So the first question asks, is the ability to learn the bones of the body an inherited trait? Explain why or why not. So to identify the bones is something you learn. So since it's something you learn, it is not an inherited trait. So I was saying no, a trait is a characteristic that is inherited. Meaning you get it from your genes. So I now need to explain. So a child, for example, a child cannot inherit something learned. By the parent during the parent's life. This is why our parents have to teach us. This is why we have to go to school. Yeah, we can't automatically know everything that our parents knew when we were born. We don't inherit that knowledge. Alright, so the second question is, describe a trait that would help a black moth survive in a sooty environment. Explain. So, if it is sooty, that means that there's a lot of ash. Soot is made when something is burned. You can think of a fireplace has a lot of soot. It's the dark, it's not quite ash, but it's like long carbon molecules that are powdery and black. So a trait that would help a moth survive would be a dark, oh my gosh, look at me. I spelled it the English way. Too much KED for me. A dark color would make it hard to find predators. A dark color would make the moth hard to find by predators. Number 3, some people can curl their tongues. What evidence would support the hypothesis that tongue curling is an inherited trait? So some evidence might include that the fact that children of tongue curling parents are more likely to be tongue curlers than children of non-tongue curlers. So we could say something just like that. So evidence might include the fact that children of tongue curlers are more likely to curl their tongue than children of non-tongue curlers. My horrible spelling is coming to play. Sorry, guys. Alright, the body of a sea urchin is covered with movable spines. Some sea urchins use their spines and teeth to dig their way into rock crevices. In what two ways are spines useful adaptation for sea urchins? I didn't know they used their spines to dig into rock crevices. That's cool. And a crevice is like a little like hole. Like these are crevices between my fingers. All right. So asked for two ways, and I already gave one. So one way is that the spines, one way is that the spines help them hide in rock crevices, and a second is that the spines, let's see, the spines probably help, second is that the spines probably keep it from being eaten. By predators. Okay. And then lastly, number 5. The roots of plants function is to hold the plant in place and take in the water and minerals from the soil. Roots respond to gravity by growing towards the center of Earth. How does this adaptation help roots carry out its functions? So, let's see. By growing down into the soil, the roots will be better able to hold the plant in place, one. And since water flows from high elevation to low elevation, it'll be more likely to get the water underneath the surface. So, here we go. So the function it was asking about was hold the plant in place and take in water. So there's two things they want me to do. So I need to make sure I write both of them. So by growing down into the soil, roots will be better be able to hold the plant in place. They will also, because I need to talk about hold the plant in place and take in water, so I talk about how they held in place, and now I need to talk about water, so they'll also be more likely to be close to water. And that's important because they'll be most likely to be close to water, which evaporates, right? Evaporates at the surface of the soil. Alright guys, so I'm going to be looking for feedback. We're going over this in class, so I know that you guys are going to be getting a feedback paper. I am not done over break. I will have these videos. I will take your feedback from what you say. What can I do better? What needs to happen in order to make this as most beneficial to you to do these next couple pages. And this is due when you get back from break along with a couple other lessons. But please be respectful and helpful with the feedback you're about to give me. Okay? Thank you very much.